Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Marky Picks. And today I got another free prize pick slip for you, covering some college football and some MLB. Uh, just the four picks for you guys today because there's not that much going on. I do want to get that NHL started up. I haven't got that started up yet. Hopefully, I can get that set up here within a short amount of time. We do have NBA coming up here. I think next week is starting the season. I'll be ready for that. It's one of my favorite sports, one of my best sports on PrizePicks, and just in general. I love doing NBA. But quick recap on yesterday's slip. We really had strong projections here. I was really happy with the projections that I had. The slip just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Just starting off the top here, Freddie Peralta. He was really getting the two-strike counts all game. We just couldn't find a way to get the strikeouts on him. I actually had his taco on a slip, and it actually tied his line. So unfortunate there. He just couldn't find a way to put any of those Dodgers hitters away, and he was on, I think, short rest as well. So I know his velocity on his fastball was down a couple miles an hour. That's probably had something to do with it. And he just really didn't have his best stuff today, but still, he had a chance to get to this number. Keyshawn Hovins, man, he smashed this number on one play. So he had like an 84-yard run. I'm not too sure. Like I was saying yesterday, I don't know why this line was down to 68.5. It ended up jumping up to like 77.5, I believe, when I checked. It might have bumped up even higher than that. Rightfully so. I mean, I just didn't really understand why that line was that low. He was my favorite play of the slip for a reason, and he showed why. So big game from him. Dante Lee, this guy, he was a little questionable there. If you had this pick, he had like no catches at all for like 3/4 of the game. It was really that fourth quarter on that game-winning drive, really, whenever he got all the volume. He was questionable before his game started. I didn't like that at all. I saw he was questionable, so I probably wouldn't have picked him if I knew that was the case. I didn't figure that out until like 30 minutes before kickoff. I saw a notification until he was questionable. So, and early on in that game, I didn't even see him out there that much. I mean, he was out there like as a blocker, really. He wasn't even involved in the passing game much. But he was a guy I wasn't expecting to hit, but he ended up hitting. It's really a tale of two slips on this specific slip today. Because you look at Matthew Henry here, this guy should have hit. Injuries are a big part of this football, so it's something that's gonna screw a lot of people whenever you have to deal with injuries and you have an over on a specific player. Because first quarter, on the first drive of the game, the first play of the game, Matthew Henry gets a big catch for like 46 yards, I believe. So you're thinking right away, oh yeah, this is a surefire hit. Well, he would be wrong, because I think on the second drive, I believe, or second possession, there was a run play, and he got like whacked in the face. It was such a weird, awkward play. I didn't really understand what happened. I mean, I didn't think nothing of it. I saw him down on the ground hurt, but like when I watched the replay, I was like, okay, it doesn't look too bad, right? But no, he's like wobbling off the field like he just got a concussion, and he didn't even see the field the rest of that half. So you take that big yards, and right now we're back to a sweat. So I'm looking all over Twitter trying to find out what's going on here, if he's going to be back on the field. Nobody really knew anything. He wasn't standing on the sideline. I saw from one Western Kentucky reporter. He said he was like just wobbling on the sideline. Didn't look like he was like going to come back in the game. The second half, though, he came back out. I think the first drive, and what do you know? Like the first play, he back out there, gets another big play for like 15 or about 15 yards. I would say 12 yards. Which got out to 58 yards. But he wouldn't see any more action the rest of this game. Very, very unfortunate, man. This one really stings. This should have been a surefire lock and just wasn't. Logan Fife, another one, should have been a surefire lock. He was under this the whole way, and comfortably under until that fourth quarter, man. Until that late in the third quarter, early in the rest of the fourth quarter, man. And he only had 200 yards, and there was like 45 seconds left in the game. So I mean, he had like a big passing play there, like 10 seconds left in the game. A big passing play that set him up for like a tying field goal that they eventually missed. But just coming up short on this slip today. And Hunter Summers we cashed. He actually got more volume than I was expecting. They were targeting him a lot. He had like 3 catches or 4 catches, I believe, with a touchdown. But just nothing too big. down the field, but they were targeting him down the field. He just wasn't able to come up with any of the catches. So that was on our side there. So it really should have been a 5 out of 6 slip, if we're being honest. But it ended up being just a 3 out of 3. I mean 3 out of 6. Just the way our luck's been going over the last week. So I just got 4 plays for you guys today. So let's just go ahead and jump into the first one real quick. We're starting with the MLB. We're going Shane Bieber over 14.5 pitching outs. Toronto's at Seattle now. Situation here is where Toronto's down. They're down 0-2. Their top pitcher Kevin Gausman couldn't get the job done, and their rookie couldn't get the job done in Game 2. They need Shane Bieber to step up here, and this is a guy that's got experience. So I think this is a spot where he steps up and gives him at least 5 innings. That's all he needs to do in his spot is just go 5 innings. Especially since Toronto's bullpen's been used in that last game. I know they have a day off, so they should be all ready to go. But I think Bieber, this is a spot where he can give him 5 innings. I know he had a rough outing against the Yankees last game. That was a tough environment. This is another tough environment. I think he's going to pitch much better in this game. I think he just finds a way to get these Mariners hitters out, and I think he can go, once again, I think he just goes 5 innings. I don't think that's too much to ask for a guy like Shane Bieber. And I think Toronto's going to want him to go get him 5 innings at least, because they don't want to tax that bullpen as much as it already is. Yeah, I think this is a very comfortable pick here. So pick number 2, we got him at Nick Minucci, I think is you kind of call his name, but got him under 269.5 passing yards. My projection is at 261.3. Delaware taking on Jacksonville State on the road here. Now this is a guy here that he can rack up some big passing plays. Okay, this is not the best matchup for him though. I think this is a spot where, it's gonna be a close game throughout the whole game. So I'm expecting this to be competitive. So there should be some opportunities for him to pass the ball. I'm not saying there isn't, but I think this line is a little bit too high here in this spot. I understand he's capable of going over his number. He's very capable of getting a big passing day, but I just think Jacksonville State's defense is a little bit better than what this line says. My line, I do have it projected for 261.3 though, so it's not like a very strong under by any means. But I think this is a spot, especially if Delaware is leading throughout this game. When they're 3.5 point favorites or 2.5 point favorites, so it's supposed to be a close game, so I don't think that game script's gonna affect him at all. But I just like him to stay under his line. I think his line is a little bit too high, and that's what I'm taking under here. Jumping to pick number 3, we're taking the other game. We're taking Sam Houston State and UTEP. We're targeting Alton McCaskill over 61.5 rushing yards. I got him at 67.9. This is one of my favorite plays of the slip. You got a very favorable matchup here, and Alton McCaskill, he's a guy that's been increasing his volume over the last couple games. I think he can easily get to 15 carries in his game. If he gets that, he's going to be easily smashing his line, because UTEP's rushing defense is not that good. They do get big rushing plays, so I was looking at Hunter Watson over his rushing yards as well. But his rushing volume has been a little bit inconsistent so far this season, but he is a rushing quarterback, so if you want to go that route, by all means, go ahead and take advantage of that pick. But I like this one. I think it's a more safer pick because he's a running back. He's going to get his volume. This should be like a low-scoring kind of grinded out kind of game, but I do think McCaskill can get over this number here. To close out the slip, we're going back to the MLB. We're taking George Springer over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I got about 167. So, the limited slate for me today, there's not really many picks that stood out, so I had to go for a hitter. And I don't usually like taking hitters because they're just so random. Really can't project hitters that well. But I just think George Springer in this spot, he's seen Kirby. He's 3 for 8 in his career off Kirby with 2 RBIs. So he's seen him before. He's had success, and he's been really been the engine that's been making this Blue Jays team go. And it's either him or Vladdy. They got to step up in this game. I was going to take Vladdy over his, but he does tend to walk a lot. So I know Springer's a guy that can get hits more than Vladdy can. Although Vladdy does bring the home run upside, but Springer's a guy that doesn't usually strike out that much. So he should be putting the ball in play here, and hopefully gets on base and can score some runs or gets an RBI single, or he has a chance to get a home run as well. I just think he's a safer play than Vladdy, although Vladdy has the star talent and can easily go over his number as well. But that's the slip for today, guys. Just a 4-pick slip. Not much going on. Thursday, looking ahead here, we got NFL. We got like one college football game, I believe, in MLB. So we'll see if we can come up with enough picks to make it 6. Just a 4-pick today. Hopefully we can get a winner here. Smaller to slip. Hopefully that increases our chances of getting a win that we've been chasing here over the last week. We've been cold. But I do like these picks. I mean, we had good slip today as well. It just didn't turn out. Hopefully it goes in our favor today, and we can get that win. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, smash the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out a ton. Gets these videos out to more people that need it. Need free wins, need free picks. And, well, that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.